What's up, OGs? It's your girl Diamond Uncut, back again with another YouTube video. How you guys are doing? If you guys haven't watched my last clip, I was talking about a toxic mother. Want to regain you guys' trust. Make sure you guys tap into that. This is a collective reading, so all zodiac signs are resonating. Just take the energy and just listen to the energy, my fault, and take what resonate, leave that doesn't. We have Hidden in the Mist, okay? That's the title of the reading, Hidden in the Mist. So I feel like you guys was definitely hidden. God and divine, you know, whoever your spiritual team are, basically hid you in the forest or in the woods. You know, the woods have so many snakes, so many, like, I heard monkeys, so many people that eye you and like view you as negativity, or I hear, oh, she's not who she says she is, or, you know, I remember when she used to be like this, or I remember when he used to do this and that, I remember when he did this and that and the third, and she cheated, and I'm just hearing all this stuff. Like, people are using you, like, it's like a lot of analogy, or a lot of people use you as an analogy as well. Like, even though my past is all darkness and it's not really favor of who you are now, people try to use that against you, like, oh, you can't be this divine witch or this divine type of person because you used to do this. I remember when you used to do that. You got this. You may show your body off and this and that. And what people don't know is it's not, I heard it's not who you are, it's who you do it for. That's cold. It's not who you are, it's who you do it for. And you can view that analogy so many ways. And the way I'm viewing it as, I'm not only, if I'm really sexual, or if I may talk to a lot of guys, or I may hold myself out to highway, or I take these amount of pictures, or I hold myself like this, it's not for you guys. It's basically because I love myself. I've been through hell and back. This could be how you guys feel. Like, I've been through hell and back. If you're a masculine watching this, it's like, I do this because, you know, everyone portrayed me. Everyone didn't see me as my highest self. Nobody really protected me. And the Empress could be feeling this way as well. It's the energy, you guys. So all zodiac signs resonate with this. So don't come here for any zodiac signs. This is energy, okay? And this could also be tapped into the past as well, when it's like, I do it for myself, but not only that, I do it for the favor of God. Like, God heal me and change me in a way that I could view and look at people as, like, you basically know who favor you better. I feel like in the past, you was that type of person where you let people use you. Take where I resonate. You let people use you. You was too vulnerable. A lot of people misuse you because you was just so nice, and then I heard nice, nasty. I feel like now you're not nice and nasty, meaning that you're cold with your words now. Like, you're not afraid to cut off people that doesn't serve you the highest light. And if it does, and the fact that you you healed yourself so much to the point where even if you do try to stay in that connection, it affects with your mental health. It may affect with your finances, because it's like, you know, you're doing wrong. And I heard Mr. Wrong. So maybe you guys could be interfering with somebody in your past that you know you should let go. You know, take what I resonate, but it's so hard for you to let go as well. I'm picking up on that energy as well, love. If you are female or masculine watching this. And now it's like, now you highly favored. God had ranked you so many times. It's like you can't mix your energy up with low frequency. And not trying to throw shade out there, of course, but that's just who you are. That's the part of your path. I feel like you're more supposed to be tapping into that spiritual aspect, and not trying to sound so alien or whatever, because I am, but hopefully you can resonate with this. And if you are out the matrix, you will understand this tenfold, like deep down. It's like you're here for a higher purpose. It's like you're an alien that came into the matrix, broke out the matrix, 4:44 on the clock, divine protection, like I said. And also, it's like, how can I say it, spirit? You, an alien, basically broke out the matrix, and it's like humans you only could be around certain amount of humans that's on the same level as you, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you in the matrix, and like, you know, the matrix is drugs, sex, cheating, pornography, whatever that mean. Like, you know, a lot of people like three type of you know, three-way kind of a connection. And I did a download this on my TikTok collective. Thank you, Spirit, for reminding me of this. That basically the generational curse breakers and those masculines that's like the poly relationships are basically the ascendant master, the puppets for the devil and the matrix. So David, I said David, maybe David, or I'm hearing like angels and people that's in the Bible. This was probably their past. I heard Goliath. Maybe you could resonate with that. That's, who is that, Spirit? An earth angel. And David, you could maybe represent David in the book as well, the Bible, where he came and he was like a prophet, and God gave him a message to like send to the whole world. That maybe could resonate with you as well. I'm picking up on that. I was about to say something. Hey, Spirit. Hey, maybe I shouldn't be saying that, but I'm doing downloads right now. So I heard, yeah, like David, you're like a reincarnated master of David. If you are a tarot reader watching this, or you tap into any divination, it's like Goliath. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I read the book, but the way that God gave me downloads, it's like he would tell me, go to this chapter in the book, or go to that chapter. And I do have my Bible. It's in my purse. I heard, go get it. Hold on, y'all. God want me to go get this book. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get my Bible. Okay, Spirit, move me. John chapter 3. This is what he do to me, y'all. This is what he do. I don't like just read chapter back to back. I gotta feel called to do it. So let's go to John. Let's go to John. He said John chapter 3. Okay, and that's on page 465. Okay. My heart is racing because God could be moving me, boy. 463, 465. Okay, so first chapter right here. You heard that? Flip it. Okay, we about to do the first two chapters. So so the chapter 3, the actual one right here, hopefully you guys can see it. So he's saying the first, okay. So chapter 3, verses 1 through 5, okay? So if you got your Bibles, you can read this through me as well. But it's basically the elders into the well-beloved. Let me read it to myself and then read out, because y'all know the Bible words be crazy. Beloved, I wish above all things, though man's prosperity. Look at this, y'all. This is so crazy. Okay, so you remember I was saying David? So I just summed it up. I'm going to sum it up for you guys, because I'm not going to lie. You know, the Bible will be having different words and different verses. I'm not going to lie. I'm good with reading inside my head. So, verse 2. So verse 2, it was basically talking about that, beloved, I wish above all things, though may basically manifest, prosper, and be in health, which we have wrote that we receive full reward. So basically, whatever you've been whatever your life is called to come into this planet, this universe, I feel like you're about to reach those high heights, okay? And then I hear Churchill by Drake, by not Drake, but Jake and Drake, you know, that feature, okay? Basically, it's like whatever you touch turn to gold, and like you've been through hell and back, and that's what I was tapping into my last reading. And basically we have you will reap the full reward. And then now we on verse 9. It's whoever transgress and be forbidden not in the throne of Christ have that's not God, basically. So you have to be with Christ and the Father, thy Son. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me I'm gonna read it and then I'm gonna sum it up. I'm sorry, but he said you good. Okay. So 9 and 10 basically summing up is basically whoever go against you guys shall not be forsaken, but should be at halt, while Christ and Father, if you view them and you have faith in them and only them, it like you will be protected, basically. Verse 10 is also, if there come any into you and bring you not the deranged, receive not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. So any negative energy, anybody that's seeing you that evil eye, black magic or whatever, shall not be halted in your house. So meaning that even before it come into your stairway, or even if it become near your house, it should be stopped. And with God's speed, it's gonna stop immediately. Where anybody that's sending you any harm or wish you any harm or wishing on a bottom star, it shall not come to your house, basically, right? And then we're on verse 11. Let me read it to myself, get the download, then I'm gonna say it to you guys. So for that I don't know how to say it. Beneth him God's speed as Parker. So what does this mean? So basically, for that God forbidden any negative energy and parked his evil in the evil deed. So anybody that's sending you evil eye or wishing, basically, like I said, evil or something like that, basically to sum up or similar to the verse 9 as well, having many things to write unto you, I would not write with the paper or ink, but I trust to come unto you will speak face to face, that our joy may be full. So you remember how I was saying, I heard David and Goliath. I don't know, maybe they both, I'm sorry, y'all. Goliath and David wrote something in the chapter where they lost hope and joy because basically they were surrounded by a lot of evil eye. A lot of people misuse them. A lot of people mistreat them. Thank you, Spirit, for giving me a download. Because I'm not going to lie. I'm like, when anything that is recording, I want to make sure I'm not wasting you guys' time. And I'm trying to get these downloads. And I know definitely in the Bible, for me, this is like this is the New Testament, okay? So the words from nowadays versus back in the day, I have to translate that in my head, get the download, and actually know how God want me to perceive it. So it's so much on my end, and it's so much on the recording. I don't know, something about, or that anxiety of knowing that I'm on a time frame. I just want to make sure I'm not wasting nobody's time. But I do pray that God will lead the right people to watch the video fully. But the children thy elect sister greet, amen. Okay, so basically how Goliath and David came upon, I feel like they prayed during a certain session or a certain season, and yeah, excuse me, and I'm just trying to sum it up and how I'm getting the vision. Goliath and David, I heard Goliath was the enemy or the devil, and David was like a frenemy, or vice versa. I don't know. Maybe one of those two was best friends. I want to look it up. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all. So, okay, I got it, y'all. Okay. I'm sorry. I was kind of confusing, guys. Hopefully, you guys are still here. So, basically, remember I was picking up on the last energy that, I'm sorry, my face looked too bright. You remember how I was picking up on the energy where one of those was enemies or something like that? So Goliath was a type of giant that no one wanted to face or challenge, right? And you remember I was saying black magic, and then you remember in the beginning I said hidden in the mist, right? So Goliath was like that type of enemy or that type of guy or person, whoever he was, that no one wanted to face because he know he holds high power and stuff like that. And David could be you guys, where remember, I heard hitting in the mist. David was hitting in the mist, and David was like, "I'm not scared of you." Like David, God allowed David to hit the giant in the forehead with a stone and kill him. He had no he came out ran into him, like he had no armor on, no swords, with a stone just in the forehead and killed him that way. And Goliath was a heavily armed type of person, right? He could have been Build or whatever the case may be. And the giant had a challenge Saul for 40 days to send out a man to fight him. No one would face him, and David hit in the forehead with a stone and killed him. So that's what I was like, David and Goliath. I'm like, what that mean? So you was hitting in the mist. So many people was like hitting you, and a lot of people could have said, remember how I kept on saying a lot of people like patron or like put your past against you and everything, but like you have no arm. Like, to people, when people view you, they're like, oh, there's no way in the world you that powerful, or there's no way in the world you that type of girl or that type of guy, like no way in the world. But as you would sin and allow God to forgive you, and you don't hold those wounds against you, basically, that's how you become powerful. It's like God may portray you or put you as this nice, easy girl, or just a regular specker female or a regular specker masculine, and they don't know who you're protected by, and they don't know who will go against you, basically, until they actually try you, type of situation. And that goes with family, friends, or whatever. Karma don't have no gender, and it's like, it's basically you and God, and you and not saying you was Goliath, but your enemies was like Goliath. Like it could have been like somebody that hold high weights, like Goliath could have been like your mother, or any type of situation where you were just so hard to face those big challenges. Or you could have seen that so many people use this enemy like to their highest good. I don't know what I'm saying, basically. Somebody use you as an enemy for their own mistakes, or people could have been manipulating you. Yeah, sirens. People are about to get in trouble. Things are about to very much switch. Like, if you was in poverty, or if you had less than the next person, or you know, you may portray and say like, hey, I don't have as much, or I don't have less than the next person, but basically I'm all right. Hopefully you guys are getting what I'm saying. Like, I'm all right, or whatever the case may be. I will edit and make sure you guys understand it properly. I know I'm everywhere, but I know by the end of this video, it will become clearly, but hopefully it is clearly by now. But for sure. And that's so crazy. God made me go to the Bible. Thank you so much. And it's basically like any evil eye. Like, remember I said, like, you don't have no like armor or anything like that. But anybody try to show you or send you any attacks, God will come in like full speed to stop any negative energy. And it was heavy. I don't know if people know about witchcraft, but witchcraft could come in so many different forms. It don't even have to be like kitchen magic, where some people, I believe some of your exes did tap into, you know, some type of kitchen magic or black magic, or even went to somebody across the seas to stop you, whatever the case may be. But a lot of people don't like how your light shines by doing less than, like, maybe your enemies, or you don't probably look at them enemies, you just don't care, you're probably not aware. But people that wear $5,000 clothes or whatever, and their only bank account is probably $12, and you know, they got a boot or whatever the case may be on their car. And with you, it's like, I'm okay with Walmart clothes, TJ Maxx clothes, Walmart clothes, you know, JCPenney's, and you just this person that stay to yourself. And I heard Goliath, like Goliath was that person as well too, but so much of his enemies got to his head and allow him to be that ego, like, oh, you can't fight me and this and that. And granted, he probably could have won a lot, but sometimes God will send that hitting in the midst, that hitting person to come towards you. And then I keep saying there may also be a lot of hidden enemies that you probably not aware of as well, love. So hopefully this is resonate with you guys. I thought I was going to use tarot cards, but basically on a download. And the closing out message is basically Goliath and I heard Judah. I'm hearing all these Bible. God, you should have told me this before so I could premeditate on this, because I don't like to come up here and look like I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, but it's more of like I want to be understand it clearly. He catch me off guard with this. So Judah, like Judah was that son where everyone view him as less than, you know, and same thing as Goliath and stuff like that. I feel like all your enemies, everyone had a similar past, but it's how big your ego is. How big is your ego, and how you allow your ego to influence how you channel and help other people, or you do towards people, basically. Nobody's better than the next person, but people can be better in God's eyes with your heart, basically. How pure your heart is, how authentic your heart is. Even when you know your light will shine one day, how conceited are you being humble and giving thanks and giving honor to people that's around you with that evil eye or evil intentions, or basically be like, oh, I don't got it right now, I don't want you to have it neither, or I want you to be on my frequency, I want to break you down, and we both go up, and I will cause and basically how this relationship will work out, basically. You know what I'm saying? We may have been connected to your grandmother or your grandfather and they passed away, and it's like I'm treating them as a collective. I'm getting the chills, actually. And it's like a lot of people in the spiritual realm, because I'm a medium, a lot of people a lot of spirits and a lot of your family members view your enemies, friends, family, your ex-lovers or lovers that you are connecting with are very conniving. And the fact that you have like this pure angel-like spirit, this aura that you hold, and nobody want to give you your flowers. Nobody wants to say, hey, you're right. Nobody wants to say you're sorry, but it's all about what can you do, or what type of cause that you can do to make yourself feel better energetically and spiritually and inside. Because nine out of times in agreements and stuff like that, you won't hear what you want to hear, and that's how you get triggered. So I would say find new coping skills. I tapped into this energy in my last collective reading, so make sure you guys watch the other video and watch this fully through. If you please don't click through as well, because I'm maybe everywhere, but hopefully you get the message. And I love how divine is getting me to do collective readings and energies like this now, because I do want to tap more into the Bible and actually read it from the Bible, but I do it from my phone because you could change the versions or whatever, or maybe I just got to buy me an updated Bible and we could talk about it, because it's like with how people are right now, and like back to what I was saying previously. I'm cleansing myself. I'm sorry. So I'll be drinking these all day. So good. So basically I was saying with the poly relationships where one masculine and probably 12 different wives. Think about slavery. Think about not even slavery. Think about, how you know, the Africans and Asian all over that side, 1010 on the clock as well. Big change, big swift. You guys could also be seeing that number as well. I said this in my TikTok collective. If I already said this before, I feel like I want to say it, I want to repeat it, but clearly that basically the only reason, you know, we are in the hell, and the only reason I say hell is because this universe, this earth source holds a lot of high icons. You have to have a lot of stuff under your belt, or you have to know people just to be successful. You have to portray yourself as a Caucasian type of folk or a proper type of person. You can't come how you are, which is professional, is good, but basically what I'm saying is a lot of people think that masculines rule the world, and that's how females feel self-conflicted and go through self-sabotage and everything, because it's like the women go through so much while the masculines got to do the bare minimum. They don't go through monthly cycles. They don't have to really go through so much. And on a man aspect, granted, but you know, I'm not saying men have an easy life, but kind of they do. And the fact that women try to sell their body, sell sex and everything just to get some type of attention from a man or just get money from their man, they just can't come in like if you got like church clothes on or whatever the case may be, you can't go to a rich man and try to ask for some money. I mean, some can, you know what I'm saying? Man, you got that face for it, or you hold that energy, but basically you gain a certain crowd of who you ain't. Help me tap into this energy, what I'm saying. I'm going all over the place. And what I'm saying is like good information, but I'm trying to say something, and my ADHD, y'all. It's my ADHD. Just bear with me. Somebody may go to jail. I heard jailbird, jail. What the hell? I did tap into insurance fraud. Assad. It's a Assad. False belief. Somebody's making you feel like there's something lost or hidden, but it's not true. It's actually on his end to try to help you with his story and his life. Somebody's trying to manipulate you energetically wise. Maybe, who is this person? There's a masculine in your energy that's trying to get you to help him with his story. So he may do it with black magic or do it in a certain way where energetically wise you picking up on other people's stories. I feel like he did a tarot read on you where maybe you're going to eventually investigate cold cases, and he's trying to push his energy on you so you can give him clarity and help. I don't know who this is. This is crazy. I'm really getting that. But basically what I was saying in Asia of like, I got toxic neighbors, y'all. But basically, I'm just so over. I'm about to close this up because I'm like so everywhere. Basically, but it is true, you know, be careful. If you are a high priestess and you do a divination, be careful somebody projecting energy on you to basically help them out in a certain way, and they're not using your gifts, they're not using their gifts properly, and they're trying to have you with your gifts help them out basically, because they don't know how to ask for help. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of toxicity. I'm just picking up on, oh my God, maybe my window is open. If you guys know, when you're, if you're like if you could channel like energy and like outsiders and everything, like I try to channel with my window closed, because I do be picking up on people energies that's outside my house, even if my window is open. So I try to shield my room up so it could be only me and the collective energy. And maybe that's for you guys, or maybe I'm picking up on somebody energy in my neighborhood. I am picking up there is going to be a major fire, a fire type of situation in my complex. And there's a lot of firefighters keep coming back and forth. I know I should say something, but hey, if it happened, I could say I could document it. But there is a lot of fire departments keep always going towards, you hear the fire, the ambulance and everything, yeah. But I just feel like once I move, it's gonna be on the news where it's like this complex gonna like be rebuilt, because it's gonna be a firehouse, and it's gonna be like strong flames, and there's gonna be like a charger or something like that. It's from gang violence, and somebody trying to burn somebody up, like yeah. And when I was saying that, yes, it's for me as well. Like a lot of people or somebody's pulling my energy to help, want them to help, want me to help them with their case, because I do solve cold cases, and I do know a lot of stuff of why things happen the way they happen, because I am a medium, and I kind of got like those detective and police type of characteristics. It's crazy. I used to love watching movies like that. I still do. I watch Lucifer on Netflix, and now that like I feel called to do videos like this and that, girl, I'm just everywhere. And sometimes I like to talk in third person, because I know I'm not the only one feeling called to, but also I like to document it and talk in third person, just in case, for my protection as well, y'all. But there's definitely somebody pulling on my energy. But fucking damn. Somebody, people in Africa, it's like an ego. And the mother and the wives, it's like, as long as you take care of my house, paying my bills and everything, I'm okay. And you gotta understand it's energy. Like, I don't want to share my man. It shouldn't be a thing that it's like a popular thing, and mostly with the rappers. And rappers are influencers, where everybody that's in the limelight, in a light or whatever, everything they do is basically everybody else wants to do, or it's like a trend, or obviously it's popular because you're in the light. It's crazy, y'all. But I know I'm everywhere, and if you watch this video fully through, make sure you guys give me some likes, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, somebody that's wearing a false mask, not showing their true colors, is also pulling on my energy to help them with like a certain type of investigation. Somebody may get some perfume from like a convenience store. I just smelled that. It's just some type of perfume. You guys get perfume from a convenience store, or like, you hear that? I'm about to close this read out because my neighbors get loud. There's a lot of toxicity over here, y'all. I'm about to move though, so you ain't gotta worry about this. But yeah, he be beating on her. But I love you guys. I know I'm everywhere. Hopefully next time I close my window, and hopefully everybody be asleep, because I always do my readings when everybody's at least asleep or about to wake up, because I be picking up on energy. So, especially when I'm channeling, my portal is so open. So even if I'm tapped on something else, something I hear this and it's going to come in together. It's just like I'm open channel. But I'm about to get off, y'all. I love you guys. Sending you guys love and light.